Okay, so let's talk about AI. Is the whole revolution a genuine boom, a bubble that's just waiting to burst? Or is it the next global battlefield? The crazy part is, all three are kind of happening at once. In this explainer, we're going to untangle the high-stakes money game, the breakthrough tech, and the pretty serious threats that are defining what AI is going to look like.
Here's what we're going to cover. First, we're going to follow the money. Is this AI gold rush for real? Then we'll get into the new workforce, these autonomous AI agents. After that, we'll step onto the digital battlefield, where AI is the new weapon of choice. And finally, we'll look at the global scramble to write a rulebook for technology that is moving way faster than any government can.
All right, let's start with the money, because right now, Wall Street cannot make up its mind. Is AI a golden goose laying golden eggs, or is it a house of cards just waiting for a gust of wind? Billions, and I mean billions of dollars, are riding on the answer.
And if you want to get a sense of just how volatile this all is, just look at this number. In a recent downturn that felt a little too much like the dot-com bust, a staggering $1.8 trillion in market value just, poof, vanished from the top AI stocks. That's not a small dip. That's a massive signal that investors are getting pretty nervous. So you've got two completely different stories playing out here. On one side, you have the believers, the bulls, like JP Morgan. They're saying this is the real deal. They point to companies like NVIDIA, which is making jaw-dropping amounts of actual profit, not just promises like back in the dot-com days. But on the other side, you've got the skeptics, the bears, like Michael Burry. He's warning that these profits are kind of a mirage, that they're inflated by sneaky accounting that ignores how fast this expensive new tech becomes obsolete. They call it vibe revenue, all hype, no real sustainable substance. And this quote right here, it just nails the central question. The time for just being impressed that AI can write a poem is over. Now the market wants proof. Are the trillions of dollars being poured into AI actually going to make businesses more productive in a way we can measure? The entire boom really hangs on that question. And here's the reality check. Even if investors had unlimited cash, there are hard physical limits. The cost is astronomical. We're talking an estimated $4 trillion just for data centers. These things are incredibly thirsty for power and water, which is straining our grids. And the tech itself, it goes out of date at a dizzying speed. These aren't just little speed bumps. They are potential roadblocks for the whole AI boom. So, while the investors are arguing about the cost, the technology is not waiting around. It's evolving from a tool you use into an autonomous worker that acts for you. This is what people are calling the rise of AI agents. Okay, so what in the world is agentic AI? Well, think of it like this. Instead of you clicking around in an app, the AI uses the app for you. It's like an autonomous worker that can handle tasks, make decisions, and even talk to other software, all on your behalf. Now, this quote from Microsoft's CEO, this is a total game changer. What he's saying is the future isn't about charging per person, but per AI agent. Just imagine a company with 1,000 employees, but 10,000 AI agents working around the clock. This isn't just a new way to charge people. It's a vision for some serious explosive growth. And you can already see the corporate playbook taking shape. Step 1, new pricing models based on these agents. Step 2, build data centers in different countries to deal with all the local privacy laws. Step 3, use your own employees as guinea pigs to test the agents and work out the bugs. And then, the really crucial final step, build trust by showing your work, adding source links and stuff, to prove the AI isn't just making things up. But, and this is a huge but, there's a problem. While the CIOs and the big corporate buyers love this idea of autonomous agents, a lot of regular users are not having it. When a Windows exec recently hinted about an agentic OS, the backlash online was immediate. People are just getting tired of AI features being crammed down their throats. They just want their computers to work. And this tension creates a massive new battleground, especially in retail. I mean, think about it. If an AI agent can instantly find you the absolute best deal on anything, what happens to brand loyalty? Do you stay loyal to your favorite store, or does your loyalty just shift to whatever AI platform is saving you the most money? For online retail as we know it, that is an existential threat. Speaking of threats, that brings us to a much more dangerous frontier, the use of AI in cyber warfare. The convenience of these AI agents has a really dark flip side, and the stakes are getting incredibly high. And man, this slide just perfectly captures the huge debate happening right now. In one corner, you have the AI company Anthropic. They recently put out this stark warning, saying they stopped the first major cyber espionage campaign that was run almost entirely by AI, allegedly by a group backed by China. Their argument is this makes it way too easy for anyone to launch a sophisticated attack. But then in the other corner, you have major figures like Meta's Yann LeCun, who basically call this fear-mongering. He suggests companies are just hyping up threats to push for regulations that would benefit themselves. But while that debate is raging, for the security teams on the ground, the reality has already changed. The AI models themselves can be attacked. The digital IDs of AI agents are now a security risk, just like an employee password. And when your employees start using their own unapproved AI tools, what they call shadow AI, the answer isn't to just ban them, it's to give them a secure alternative. The entire security playbook has to be rewritten. And to really hammer home just how big this new risk is, check out this chart. For every single human employee in a modern company, there are now, on average, 82 non-human identities. We're talking service accounts, APIs, AI agents, all of it. And every single one is a potential backdoor for an attacker. It's a massive, massive new landscape of risk. Okay, so let's zoom all the way out to what might be the biggest challenge of them all. As AI gets exponentially more powerful and gets woven into everything we do, how in the world do we govern it? And this is not some abstract future problem. It's happening right now with very real consequences. Get this, a lawyer used Microsoft's Copilot just to help clean up the writing in a legal brief. Well, the AI didn't just fix some grammar, it completely invented fake legal cases and stuck them into the document, a document which was then filed with a court. Yikes. And that case is a perfect example of this dangerous new idea called trust washing. It's what happens when an AI looks so polished, so professional, and gives you answers with such confidence that we get tricked into trusting it way too much. We let our guard down because the slick design hides the fact that the AI could be completely, totally wrong. And the data shows this problem exists inside the very companies that are building this stuff. While 95% of developers say they use AI every single week. Yet, as you can see here, 60% of their companies have zero formal policies to guide them. They are literally building the future without a blueprint for how to do it safely. So how are governments trying to get a handle on this? Well, honestly, the global response is a chaotic mess. In the US, states are just kind of experimenting on their own. The EU is so overwhelmed by how fast things are moving, it might have to delay its own big AI rules. India is trying to build its own AI just so it doesn't have to rely on other countries. And China is basically forcing tech companies to police themselves. The bottom line is, there is no global plan. Everybody is making it up as they go. So why does all this matter to you? Because these fights, the battle between boom and bubble in the markets, the convenience of AI agents versus their very real risks, and this race between innovation and regulation, these are not just tech stories. They're directly impacting your stock portfolio, your job security, our national security, and even the basic trust you have in the information you see online every day. And all of this leaves us with the single most important question we face in this new era. The technology is growing at this exponential rate, but our ability to understand it, to manage it, and to govern it is not. The race is on, and honestly, the outcome is anything but certain.